And we are back, America, segment 3. I think you know it's a THC Thursday.
Yes.
The redoubtable one, the law dog, the questionable one, segment 3. All things. WNBA starts tomorrow and Saturday, 3 o'clock. You've got one of the title favorites, the Indiana Fever, who right now odds on are second favorites to win the title this year.
Caitlin versus Angel.
Yeah, starting out 3 o'clock.
1 o'clock is Aces versus Liberty.
That's gonna be a hell of a game.
Yeah.
This is on Saturday, but the season starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Yeah.
Look, Caitlin Clark is the odds-on favorite in her second year to win the MVP. She finished 4th last year. They have added. I'll tell you what, the Fever didn't screw around here. They went out and got some pieces. Like they're going to be significantly better than the team that made the playoffs last year. So I don't know if I'd still give the Liberty the edge right now in terms of a favorite, but they're pretty close. They're pretty close.
The Aces are going to be good again.
Yeah, the Aces will be good again, but they did trade Kelsey Plum to the Sparks.
Right, but they got Jewel Lloyd.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, they kind of replaced the firepower, but they're going to have to figure out how to play.
Dallas going to be better.
Dallas going to be better.
Yeah.
Paige Becker's and that. What's that girl's name again?
Arike Abumake.
This girl is probably the best one-on-one player in the league.
Real good. She's real good.
I don't know that anyone can guard her.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone can guard her one-on-one. Now she's got a running mate, and what a running mate. They arguably have the best backcourt in the league right now, and that alone is going to make them a threat. If they get anything up front, they're going to have a shot.
The Lynx should still be good, right? They're the
Lynx will be good.
They were in the final.
Yep, they're good.
That's
what about the Sky?
Nafisa Collier. No, the Sky, I don't think so.
I'm not sure about them. Have some talent. I don't know where. The thing is,
they got the old girl from South Carolina, the Brazilian tall chick, and then obviously Reese is on the squad.
The big girl who's
Carilla?
Carilla something?
What's her name?
Yeah. She didn't look bad in the bathing suit. Too tall for me, but
way too tall.
I mean, they're all in great shape.
The Sky don't lack for talent. The problem with the Sky is that their number 1 draft pick last year made them worse because she's more interested in her YouTube video and selling things than working on her goddamn game. And she doesn't lack for talent. Let's be very clear about this. We've said this on the show. Angel Reese is a very talented individual. Her skill set, though, is embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
It wasn't even this bad at LSU.
I've got how many videos did they make about this? Like people and you can't hide it.
Well, she gets exposed a little bit in the dub.
Yeah.
So let's look at them. So they picked up Haley Van Lith.
Yeah.
She's a good guard.
She can play.
She's also
a good
loves her
guard.
Instagram too.
She'll fit right in.
South Carolina. Well, she played at LSU.
She did
too.
And didn't she
before
play
transferring?
And then didn't she play at TCU?
Who
were the
LSU?
girls that played at Florida? The Twins.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
though,
do.
Right? Yeah.
Camila Cardoso is the person you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Camila Cardoso.
Yeah.
So that's a good squad. They got some good talent there, man. So they could be good.
Look at
There's 4 or 5 teams that are going to be.
I'm telling you, this league is going to be very good this year.
It's getting better.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
And by the way, you still have that girl from USC who's 2 years away, Juju Watkins, who's a stud. Look, the league is going the right way. They did add. What was the team they added?
The Valkyrie, Sacramento.
Okay. Sacramento. Okay. So look, they're going the right way. They need to work on this marketing and really market these players better because these girls can play, man. I mean. And now they've got a girl. By the way, the girl who went number 2 from France, who's dunking like 2 hands.
Where did she go again?
I don't know, but
somebody had 2 picks up there.
This girl's 6'6" or something, and she dunks like 2 hands.
Was it Washington?
Maybe it was the Mystics. I don't know, but this girl from France.
They had to get somebody.
This girl from France, I forget her name. She is for real. They played the gold medal game. They lost to the USA team. They gave the USA a hell of a run. That girl was the best player on that team. She is for real, America. And the first time she goes down the lane and dunks it in the game, you're all going to shit your pants. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
this girl
good for the league. Good for the league.
Yeah. This girl is for real. She can play.
Because Griner could do that too, but then again, she got in trouble. Yeah.
Griner doesn't have this girl's out. Griner is tall.
But she was at Baylor, man. She was dunking.
This girl.
Pretty sure she's still
Tom, I think I sent Tom the video. This girl can shot fake you from the wing and go down the lane and dunk it off of a shot fake, like in traffic.
Dominique Malonga.
Yeah.
The Storm picked her.
Seattle?
Okay.
So she's going to be fun to watch. If you don't know the name, get to know the name. She's going to be fun to watch. And I guarantee you she's going to make a few ESPN top.
That's right. So the Storm was involved in that trade with the Aces and the LA Spark.
Okay.
So the Storm sent Jewel Lloyd to the Aces.
Yep.
The Aces sent Kelsey Plum to the Spark, and they got the second pick, and that's who they got with it.
I feel like the Sparks got a couple players too.
They got Kelsey Plum.
I don't think. No, I'm talking about in addition.
Two-time champion.
Kelsey's real. Yeah,
Kelsey's
she's
the
real.
Oh,
And a good
they
leader.
also have Cameron Brink.
Yeah, who
that's
was
it.
injured.
That's it.
They
She's
also
back.
have Rakia. I think it is Rakia. I think she came from LSU last year. She's good.
She's good. They've got talent. The Sparks are going to be better.
Rakia.
Cameron Brink has to stay
They've got. I feel like every team's got at least two really solid players. You know, and you're starting to see the parity around the league, which is good for them.
Yes, it's
and
great.
you'll have, like you said, you'll have the exciting somebody Duncan and
When that girl, I'll tell you, the first time that girl goes down and dunks, it's going to be all over the watch this.
And you got them spaced out. Paige down in Dallas, Seattle.
No, that's the thing. They've got them in
They've got
a lot
in
of
the right
places.
spot. Aces are good.
Yeah,
and Indiana's good.
I don't know.
With
To your
Caitlin.
point, there's going to be a lot of good teams in this league. There's only 14 of them, but there's going to be a lot of good. I'd say 8 or 9 of them are going to be good. I mean, they are, and even the bad ones are going to be pretty good. So I mean, this is going to be a very interesting season. And again, it's all in how they market it.
Yeah.
They got to do this right. They're going to have the floor for a while. It's them in baseball. Baseball in the early part of the summer is not that big of a deal yet. After 45 it really ramps up, but the WNBA is going to have the floor for a while.
Yeah.
And they've got to take advantage of it now. While the strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing this. I wish there's Donnie Wahlberg's trying to get a team up in Boston. I wish to God.
But they have a Connecticut Sun. That's not far, right?
Nobody pays attention to them in Boston.
They don't. But see, I feel like they sell out quite a bit of their games. But they play a
it's all
small
UConn
arena.
Husky people.
Yeah. Right.
It's not Boston people.
It's not Boston people. Right. Okay.
But we call Connecticut the largest gas station in America.
Everybody stops there to get gas.
Yeah, it's between Boston and New York. That's it. No one. That's
New
how.
I heard some good pizza in New Haven, though. You can find some.
New Haven has the best pizza in the
They say it
world.
might be.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's a one-off. It's also Hartford's the insurance capital of the world, if you want to,
Yeah.
But no one's really talking about
Hartford.
that. Yeah, Hartford. But the point is, like, when the Celtics stopped playing games in Hartford, no one really, from the Boston, really cared about Connecticut.
Yeah.
So
Look at this guy.
Edelman, he's an interesting looking guy. He looks nothing like his dad.
he doesn't.
What's his name?
Adelman.
David Edelman.
Yeah,
That's Edelman's.
yeah.
Rick Adelman's
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He looks like a little bookworm.
He does, yeah.
He's a little bookworm, but they're in Game 7 against the Thunder.
Doing something
So,
right.
anyway, I am really looking forward to this WNBA season. I love that ESPN.
I
has
gotta
the
buy
double-
the ticket.
I love that ESPN has the doubleheader on Saturday to start it off with these two games that he's talking about. It's going to be great. So if you have not tuned in, I'm telling you right now, these girls don't. You're sleeping.
It's fun and it's
They're
physical
fun.
as fuck.
Yeah, and they don't like it. This is the thing, they play. Like,
Yeah.
these girls don't. You're not going to accuse them of load management. You're not going to hear that.
No,
shit.
these girls ball.
They ball out.
And they're only playing for $76,000 to $150,000.
Dimes on the dollar compared to the men.
Yeah.
And by the way, look, they haven't. The league has missed the boat on this because there's been great players. They haven't marketed them right. Caitlin Clark has tipped the scale, and they just need to take advantage.
Paige
I
has
still
tipped it.
say,
They're all, yeah.
I still say the Olympic snub was a major fuck up for this league. That was such a fuck up. They had a chance to.
That was a Diana Taurasi thing.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, Taurasi was the one who should have. If you wanted to help the league, Taurasi, that would have been.
You want to be unselfish.
Yeah, but no, but she's
She's
not.
gone now.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark sent her away after a 3-0 sweep. Get out of here.
Bye-bye.
Wiped her ass with you. So I love that she's unapologetic. She's unapologetic about being an asshole. And Taurasi is one of the 4 greatest women's players I've ever seen. That's how highly I think of her. But if she wanted to move the needle on this, she had all the power.
Cheryl Mill's still number 1.
Oh,
Cheryl Mill.
yes.
Yeah.
Anyone that
absolutely.
scores 100 points in a game to me is.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. I was making sure.
Yeah, Cheryl Mill's
And then who else you got in there? Like Cynthia Cooper, maybe, or
I've got Lisa Leslie.
Yeah, Lisa was great.
She was amazing. I've got Taurasi. Who's the other one I've got?
Cheryl Miller, and you got one more.
I'm missing somebody.
Swoops,
Not Swoops.
Scoop, Cynthia Cooper.
Did you say Lisa Leslie?
I said Lisa Leslie.
I see somebody's
Who
face. and I
played in
can't
Tennessee back in the day that was just?
Oh, Cheryl.
Her.
No.
No. Tamika Catchings is not.
No, not her.
No, the other one. The one who's on this
Yeah,
show.
she's
And
on the
not
show.
Dawn
She's
Staley?
on, not Don. Don Staley's another one who's in
She's
there.
another one's good, but
she's
she's
been
probably top 10, right?
She's top 10.
Yeah.
But what the hell's her name? The Comets
Sue
were
Bird.
the Comets. No, she's in
No,
the top
not
10
Sue.
now.
She's top
She's
10.
all time in the leader in assist and steals.
I know.
She has to be, and she has 4 rings. The Comets won 4 in a row.
Oh, Maya Moore probably.
Maya Moore.
Maya Moore.
I think maybe-
Yeah.
That's not who we're talking about.
No,
it's
that's-
Candace Parker.
Candace.
Oh, Candace Parker's a baller.
Yeah.
And she's super fine too.
Yeah, she's a ball.
I know she switched sides.
Swing
but it's
Cash.
fine. Swing Cash.
Swin Cash is another one. The Comets, the Houston Comets won 4 titles in a row in the middle of this thing. They were really. I don't know if they were the best dynasty, but they were 1 or 2. and that team was loaded, and they left lousy. So she's the
Maya Moore's kind of like the Barry Sanders of the WNBA. She left early before she was 30 years old and already
I think she
won
left
everything.
too early.
You know, that's the thing. It's like, dang,
I
man,
wish
she could
she'd
have had
stayed
such a
longer.
crazy
I
legacy,
mean,
but-
yeah, she has a resume, but it's a shortened resume.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Brianna Stewart's up there too.
she's another one.
She's
Brianna
another
Stewart,
good
who's
follower.
climbing the ranks, and the girl Asia Wilson,
Asia Wilson,
who's a back-to-back
yeah.
champion, and
Is
Is she a
Climbing the
3-time
ranks.
MVP now? Is it 2 in a row or 3 in a row?
it's 2 in
Asia
a
Wilson's
row?
real
I
good.
think
Yeah,
she's
she moves like an
The league does not lack for stars. What they
Yeah.
lack is a marketing department, and they fucked this up in the Olympics because if you wanted to blow this up, and Lisa Leslie said it, that plane does not leave the continent without fucking Caitlin Clark on it. That was Lisa Leslie talking.
Yeah.
Anybody dumb enough to argue with her is an idiot on this. Okay, so she saw it and then dropped her ego and did the right thing. Not Diana Taurasi though. No, I gotta get my 6th gold medal. Like anyone gives a fuck about your 6th gold medal. You came off the bench. You were Brian Scalabrine in this one.
Well,
They were gonna win it without you.
Well, she started it.
She started the whole thing.
She started it
The whole
before.
thing. She has a
before
rude
she even
awakening
came
coming
out.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, does she?
Right.
She kicked your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Made the playoffs. Finished in the top 20 in 6 categories. The league MVP was the other one that did it. Oh yeah, she took a beating.
Dealt with the most
Yeah.
physicality.
Humbling experience for that girl.
Any
Yeah,
player.
she got humble.
So
Humble.
Candace
yeah.
Parker, Candace won multiple rings, multiple franchises, right?
Yeah, MVPs.
Yeah.
Oh, Candace Parker's up there. I don't know.
Well, she won 4 natties, I think, in a row, right?
At Tennessee. She won 2.
Yeah.
Oh, 2. Okay.
They were battling UConn. That's when Tennessee
Was it
UConn.
Brianna Stewart that won 4?
That was at UConn. She won. No, Maya Moore won 3 or 4. One of them. Brianna. They were. I think they're on the team together. I think.
Yeah.
I think she was younger than Maya Moore though. Brianna Stewart.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like,
Because Brianna's still in the league.
and UConn's got 12 national titles. The women. But the point is, like, you need to watch this league because
When we were young, it was all about Tennessee. Tennessee,
And then it was UConn.
Was legit like
Pat
the
Summitt.
women's
She
basketball.
won 9
program.
national titles.
Yeah.
And they were.
And we don't even talk about Tennessee anymore. It's
No,
all
Pat
about
Summitt
UConn.
died. They have in the same sense.
Yep. Yeah. No.
Pat Summitt, I had the pleasure of meeting in Memphis when we were down there, and she was an amazing. Wow. She, you close your eyes and listen to her talk basketball. It's like listening to Red Auerbach. She knew her shit.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Pat Summitt.
Pat Summitt. Pat Summitt knew her shit. I mean, so Gino has taken that mantle and he's run with it. And God bless, 12 national titles is 12 national titles. You got to give it to the guy. So, and he's kept that gravy train going.
Yep.
He just has. A bad year. They had like a 5 or 6 year slump or
A
something.
bad year for them is like the Elite Eight. That's like an awful year.
28 wins is a down year.
Yeah, right. It's like crazy. Like,
28
it's
and
always
5,
good.
fire the coach. Like that's them. So I am really psyched about this. Again, I really wish there was a team in Boston because you got one in New York, one in LA, you got one in Chicago. You got to get one in Boston. This is ridiculous. Like, come on. And Donnie Wahlberg recognizes he's trying to get a team up there and get.
And Detroit too. They're trying to get one there as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
You got to get something.
Although
If you
there's
want to build this
plea
league,
for Tom Gores to just buy it and then leave him alone. Don't get involved. You know.
he has the money, but he doesn't have the wherewithal.
The thing that scares me about him is that he was formerly with the Clippers, so
Losers.
he brings some of that
Perpetual loser.
that weird,
Like Marty Shot.
that disappointing. What do we call it? They will disappoint.
They will disappoint.
And he brings some,
They
of that,
will
some of that disappointing body wash,
They
where
will
they can like rub a little bit of it. You know what I mean?
They will.
It's a little bit. They will disappoint.
Just wait.
Clippers.
It's like when Stephen A. talks about the Cowboys. Just wait, America.
Just wait.
Just wait. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it's gonna happen.
And the funny thing was Stephen A. actually said something funny.
That is
today.
one thing Stephen A's right on.
Oh, he's always
the Dallas Cowboys. He's always right.
I've been saying that for 30 years.
Yeah, that's funny.
I've been telling my brothers. My brother has finally come around.
My dad was a Cowboys fan. It's
Yeah.
just gross.
My brother has finally come around to the fact that until Jerry Jones dies, they're not winning.
yeah.
And
it's like Pete Rose getting the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, until he dies. And the thing is,
He had
the
to
thing
like
is,
pass away.
as we've always joked about, but it's true. Pricks live forever. So Jerry Jones got another 10 years in him.
Yeah, he's gonna be like 98
98.
or something.
He'll be in an oxygen mask with a tank and a wheelchair.
Reminds me, this September, Martha Firestone Ford turns 100 years old. So they gotta fight. We're praying she makes it, and she's the owner of the Lions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, part of the original, 7 Illuminati families.
You know what they should
Ford,
do?
Firestone,
You know what
Martha
they should do?
Firestone.
They should roll that Ford fucking GT that won at Le Mans because they still got one of those.
yeah.
They should roll that out in the fucking field.
Oh, my
that
God.
beat Ferrari.
Yeah.
Did you see that movie with Matt Damon and Christian Bale? Ford versus
Ford
Ferrari.
versus Ferrari.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie.
Listen, that's why the window is still cracked there in Detroit. You know what I mean? But,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Detroit,
Detroit,
Boston, they need teams.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
teams.
Detroit. Because we had Listen, I was at the game 3 when they beat the Sparks in 03. I was like,
Okay.
I got tickets to the game.
Yeah.
And that was, Karl Malone's illegitimate daughter, Cheryl Ford, was on that squad. Lambier was the coach.
Yes.
Of
Lambier
the
actually did
Sparks.
very well.
And I mean, they
As a
sold
coach.
out the Sparks games a lot, man. Like,
Yeah.
and this is 22 years ago.
Yeah.
And then they ended up moving to Tulsa, and they just folded.
Yeah, why do you go from there to Tulsa?
Well, and that's kind of a weird market too, because Tulsa's actually like a top 5 like LGBTQ community. So maybe that's why they moved
Okay,
there.
that makes sense. All right.
It's like Atlanta, Tulsa, San Francisco. There's
If they ain't gonna watch it
Miami.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super random to be in Tulsa, but it is kind of it's a, if you've ever driven to Oklahoma,
Tulsa
there's
was
not
also
a whole lot there.
Tulsa was
right?
where Black Wall Street was
Yep.
before it
Back in the
got fucking burned down by a bunch of racist fucks.
So let me give you so give me this. And again, it's the way too up, but the season starts tomorrow. Give us a prediction. Who wins this thing as of right now, and who is the league MVP?
I think Caitlin's gonna get league MVP.
I don't know about that.
She's gonna be
She's the
balling.
favorite.
Yeah,
She's
she's
the
gonna ball.
favorite?
Yeah, she's gonna ball.
She finished 4th last year.
Yeah, I can't imagine I could see Paige win Rookie of the Year.
You know what was telling? Well, they put up her Rookie of the Year numbers against MVP winners, and her numbers were better than like half of them.
They've built around Caitlin.
They built
The machines
as a
behind
rookie.
Caitlin.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna at least make the finals this year.
Oof, jeez,
They're better.
That's a
They
big
are
jump.
better on
They're better.
paper.
They've got I mean,
I don't know.
Well, they brought in vets.
Did
They
the
brought-
Aces
Right.
take a huge step back?
and they got a new coach,
No.
right? Don't they got a new coach?
They have a new coach.
Yeah, they have a new coach.
Yeah, we didn't like
no
that.
more
No
Slice.
more of that idiot.
No more Chrissy Slice.
Run Slice. Remember that shit? Run
Yeah,
Slice. Me and
Slice.
Tom had a field day with this. Slice.
Who's gonna win? So
Run
like
Slice. And she went to
Caitlin will get MVP.
So I feel like the easy thing to do right now is say Caitlin MVP and Fever
I don't
win.
got Caitlin as the MVP.
no,
but-
I'm not gonna say Fever. I didn't say Fever. We're gonna.
I,
win.
have
I
the
feel
girl.
like
I think they're
Asia,
gonna
I have the
go
girl
to the
from
finals.
Enrique.
I have her as the MVP.
But maybe the
Because they're
Aces.
gonna actually
Maybe the
win
Aces
now.
again. I don't know.
I mean, Asia could win again.
I've got the
So
girl.
here, my prediction will be Aces. They win it. Caitlin will win MVP.
They're gonna beat the
Fever
Liberty.
will meet the Aces in the finals. Paige will win Rookie of the Year.
I've got the girl, Paige's running mate, as the MVP. I've got the Liberty repeating, and I've got them beating the Fever in the final.
Yeah, but you agree. Fever are gonna make the
Can
finals.
they even? Do we
There's
know?
too
Do we
much.
know like?
Oh, wait,
how the
are they
bracket
Eastern?
works?
I don't know how the bracket works, but I have.
That's why I picked the big. That's why I picked the Aces. 'Cause I thought it might work different.
All right, well, if they run into each other, well, I don't know. Are they in the East or the West? Where's it?
I don't know. All right, so my MVP, Nafisa Collier.
Okay.
She started the what's the league? The 3 league they
Come
have.
on, three.
The money league. Yeah.
What was it called?
Does Ice Cube run that?
No,
No,
not
that's
that one.
That's the big
women's
three.
one.
This isn't it on 3.
No.
It's It's the I know what you're talking about. Angel Reese's team won the championship in that or whatever it was.
Yeah, right.
She was on the bench.
Usually.
Unrivaled.
Unrivaled.
That's
yeah.
it. So
was on the
Nafisa Collier won the one-on-one tournament in that league. They had a one-on-one tournament for like $1 million or something.
Yeah.
She won it. So I'm going with her as the MVP.
Indiana and New York are gonna be in the same.
Okay,
They're
then
in
it
the same
can't.
league. They're in the
Indiana's
East.
Indiana's losing New York in the final, the conference final.
So I'm going Minnesota. I'm gonna go Nafisa's the MVP and Minnesota wins.
Okay.
They get revenge, or they face.
Who's Minnesota gonna beat?
I think
Did the
maybe
Fever really pass the Liberty?
probably not.
I don't know that they did. I don't think they did. Not yet.
Because last year the Fever got bounced by the Sun,
They got
but
swept.
yeah.
And the Liberty,
Yeah.
Well, no,
Liberty
didn't they win
rolled
one?
through people.
No, they won one game, didn't
They're
they?
gonna get some favorable
They
calls
won
this
one.
year.
They won one.
I feel like
It's
they.
a lot of money behind Caitlin, man. You know what
I'm not saying there isn't, and by the way, they've added.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's all rigged and shit. I'm not
I
one
like
of
the
those guys,
Dewan.
but
They picked up.
I don't
DeWanna
think their
Bonner.
roster's better than the New York Liberty though.
yeah.
Not many is.
And Brianna Stewart is Brianna Stewart.
But they're gonna get the benefit. of the
INSQ
doubt
is
on a lot
INSQ.
of
They're
stuff.
loaded.
Oh yeah, that is true. God, Sabrina INSQ.
They're loaded, man.
Too.
They're loaded. I don't think they're better than them yet.
Yeah, but
yet.
DeWanna Bonner, like the people they picked up, I think was very complimentary.
I think they're
Good.
getting to the
Yeah.
conference final and losing to them. That's going to be a hell of
So
a
you
shit.
think maybe a New York, LA?
No, LA's not.
LA's
that
not good enough yet.
You said New York, Minnesota. Minnesota's gonna win it.
I don't know about New York.
I've got New York repeating, barring injury.
But who'd you have in the West? Who are they gonna beat?
Well, who's in the West again?
You got Dallas, LA,
Minnesota. Minnesota's my
Phoenix, Seattle.
Phoenix is going to
Vegas.
take a step back.
I've
I
got
think.
Vegas getting back there.
Okay, same.
Actually, yeah, I got Vegas. Getting back. Because I think Asia Wilson's going to be on a mission this year. And she is the best player in the league still until further notice.
They do get a lot of support in Vegas on that squad.
They're
Another
popular.
like original team.
Yeah, they're
like
popular.
The Golden Knights are always going to be the most popular.
If you're saying
the
they
Raiders
offset,
aren't their team,
if what Tom is saying is accurate and they offset the Kelsey Plum trade, then I've got them back.
Yeah. Well, because Seattle used to their big three when they won the title was Sue Bird, Jewel Lloyd, and Brianna Stewart.
Yep.
Then they got rid of Sue Bird, retired. Brianna Stewart went to New York, and Jewel Lloyd was supposed to be their centerpiece. Didn't really work out, but that's she's now with the Aces. So
her and Asia Wilson.
If she can have a bounce back year,
her and Asia Wilson together,
and they still have like Chelsea Gray and other pieces.
They had a guard that was out most of the year who was really good.
Yeah,
and she came back, but she wasn't right yet. They'll be better this year. So I've got the Liberty beating them in the final four. The Liberty will face the Fever, I believe, in that conference final. I believe Caitlin's going to get that. This is an evolution thing. You don't just, unless, again, injuries can change everything, but if everything stays equal, it's still the Liberty's league, unless, if that girl, I tell you what, Vegas could beat them. They could, in the final.
Yeah.
They could. That'd be a hell of a series.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Vegas beat them 2 years ago.
They did, and they added that girl who is better than Kelsey Plum. She's better.
But different.
But she's a better player. Yeah. The point is that if the girl stays healthy, that's a better player. With the league MVP next to her, that's scary. That's a scary duo. So I would say that's my final right now.
Okay.
We're going to close this segment out with this week's Dickhead is a Donkey. Stephen A. Smith, who for the most part, I like the guy. I think he's a good dude at his heart. I wanted to not believe Tommy, but the more I watch this guy blow his load every time the Knicks make a shot, it's getting disgusting. And his commentary on this, look, I understand the Knicks are actually the underdog, although they're not right now. They're the favorite. They should be, given all the injuries the Celtics have sustained. The way he is talking about this, it's like he's pleading with them. Like, you got to show up. He's trying to be their coach.
He's doing the Michael Irvin for the Cowboys.
That's
we're
what
in
it is.
front court. I get it.
It's like, you got to show up. Like Stephen A. Smith, you couldn't hold any of these guys jocks when you were 22. Like telling OG Anunoby, that ain't good enough, coming from a guy who averaged 1 point a game at Winston-Salem, doesn't pass the smell test. He just doesn't.
That's what everybody does.
Yeah, but he's not. You're on TV. You're supposed to have some impartial. This is disgusting. It's just disgusting. Don't you dare let them get 6. Don't you dare let them get. He's talking like he's gonna fire them all. Like he has the power to do anything. It's like dude, just shut the fuck up. I get that you're the Knicks. You want them to win. I get that you hate the Celtics. I get it. Okay, that's fine. But when you're on TV, try. And show some sense of, because then he always tries to catch himself. Well, the Celtics, you got to give credit for blasting the Knicks for 5 minutes. Then he turns around and goes, well, yeah, this all credit. Like, well, how is he going to do that now? He just basically raped the Knicks. Saying, you basically implied it's all them. And then you're going to turn around and go, well, but still, like, you're such a hypocrite. You can't have it both ways, Stephen A. Smith. You just can't. Okay, you either have to sit there and say it's all the Knicks' fault, or you have to give the defending champs a smidgen of credit. Whether you like them or not is immaterial. The bottom line is it's all about what the Knicks didn't do. And I'm like, the Knicks haven't played well but for one half in this entire series. What the fuck are you talking about? They don't deserve. They should be golfing right now. If Joe Mazzulla had a brain, this would have been over in 4. So how many? It's like you can't. Give me a break. And by the way, the 3 games you've won, the Knicks have won rather, because it's not you, Stephen. Let's be honest. Are by a total of 12 points. The Celtics have won 2 games by a total of 47, and they've led for almost 90% of the time. So stop talking like the Knicks are actually like doing something here, and they're not getting in the way. Because Boston is hanging themselves right now. I should say Missoula is. So if you're gonna sit there and give one, you can't do it. You can't do this. This back and forth is a joke, and it makes me sick because. And then even Molly Karam's going, Jesus Christ. Like you understand the team you're talking about is the defending world champs, right? You understand that you said from a talent perspective they couldn't match up with them, but now it's what the Knicks aren't doing. It's like. The Knicks have been this way all season. Maybe that's who the Knicks are. At some point, you are who you are. Is that
sure? Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the Woodlake Warriors basketball team, they are a bunch of bricklaying little shits, and I love every one of them. But they couldn't say, "What the hell is that?"
Just wait.
That's what I think it is.
Just wait. Don't say anything.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Must be jelly because jammed on.
Don't shake like that.
Oh my God.
Is that real?
I think so.
There's no way.
No way in hell.
Oh my god.
That can't be.
Is this like a
real.
My 600 Pound Life?
It says my 700 pound.
That's disgusting.
That's a lot. That's a lot of extra.
Talk about a backyard.
That's a whole lot of woman.
That's not a backyard. That's a back county.
That's bad. How do you think this guy rides a bike?
That's a back.
That's Breakfast Club. That's how you said my elephantitis guy. Did they end up losing? Oh,
Yeah,
they
they
lost. Oh, it sucks, man. Obi's out. That's too
All right,
bad.
I need to take my ass.
Anyway, that's gonna do it for our show tonight. I'm not gonna tell you what was on that.
You already
phone.
did.
We actually did. We just said it was a lot of whatever. We didn't say what it was.
My 700 pound
We didn't
life.
say
That was a whole
what it
lot.
Well, that's a backyard.
No, I said it was a back neighborhood. It was a back county. Do you disagree?
No, not at all.
I mean, it didn't look real. Let's just. It didn't look real.
Not until she stood up.
Anyway, you guys enjoy the weekend, all the sports. We'll return
didn't look
next week.
human.
By the way, early congratulations to Madison Izzo, who is graduating.
Madeline.
Madeline.
Oh,
I'm thinking
don't call me
Madison.
the guy, a 20 meg gummy. 20 meg gummy. You like him on
You
Julie
forget
Fish?
my kid's names?
Show you
Madison,
Tani.
Madeline.
He's really good at it.
Maddie. They both go by
I don't know
Maddie.
if you knew that.
That's what threw me. They both go by Maddie.
And
It was the name. It was the-
Antonella Miliaccio.
Antonella. This is not the
Oh,
same.
it's a gummy. Anthony.
Anthony. Anyway, congratulations to you, Madeline, on your graduation. We are all very, very, very honored. I can't say proud, you're not my kid, but I am honored to call you a friend, and you're a great kid, and I hope my daughter ends up just like you. That's probably the best compliment I can give you. So congratulations on your graduation. She's going to be a Virginia Tech Hokie America. You know what that means? Come next fall. That means IDD on the road at a Virginia Tech Hokie football game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Gotta go to Lane Stadium.
That would
Gotta
be
go.
priceless.
We're live!
Look at these fans! Oh my God. You're going to be the most popular guy in that fucking campus.
Why?
Because of IDG.
I mean, it is the fastest growing
It is.
sports podcast
We are
in the
loved in
nation.
Belgium and Italy.
At least, I mean,
And Croatia, I thought.
And Croatia.
Look.
Croatia.
as I've always said, we entertain by the 2s and 3s.
That's right. We're like Harvard, ratio 10 to 1 student. That's how you get maximum entertainment. We only allow certain people in.
Yeah.
Like we capped at 84 subscribers, so if you didn't get 84, you're fucked.
Dude.
I know. You didn't buy it either. The point is, you guys enjoy the weekend. We're going to have a graduation party Saturday. That should be a lot of fun. We will return early next week. We will we will recap the first weekend of the WNBA. We will give you the conference finals will be set. And we will have a prediction on both matches, on both sides rather, plus a baseball update. The Red Sox, what the fuck are you doing? The Mets look really good. Detroit, legit.
Mets are going to the Bronx this weekend.
Right, that Bronx,
First time
that-
Ron
I
Soto.
think Tigers, but it's early. It's early. I'm not getting too excited yet. But
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
excited.
We always say in Boston, it's July 4th. That's the first check-in. We're in July 4th. So we'll see. The Red Sox have time, but they need to get their shit together. But anyway, until then, the redoubtable one, the law dog, the question one, boys and girls, you know the drill. No, wait. That's backwards.
Oh, dear.
It's backwards. 20 meg gummy.
20 meg.
20 meg gummy. 20 meg gummy.
20 meg.
For real. Stay loose.